read yours and say which information you decided to include. So Pandy, if you want to start.
I just want to include two. First, she won the competition, and second you recall.
Okay. And hers was Maria, a 14-year-old student of Greenland High School, won the county swim meet and set the county record for the 2-kilometer race. Shelby, you want to read yours and say?
You want me to read it? Setting a new record, Maria claims victory at the county swim race by only a hair. I wanted to put who and what, and then the fact that it was, what made the story kind of interesting is that she beat the last year's competitor by just a little bit.
So Shelby chose to put more of a hook into her lead. Maybe like a little bit less information, more hook, and hopefully the reader reads on. Forrest?
Poorly written, but I just chose the age, the who, and the what, basically.
Okay. Megan?
Maria, 14-year-old student, Greenland High School, won first place at the county swim meet, becoming victorious over Gloria at the end of the race.
One more. Not only did Maria win the race, but she also set a record for the 2-kilometer swim. So Megan decided to put a lot of information in there. Some of it like, 14-year-old student, that may not be the most important information for the lead, but then again, maybe the swim meet is like for ages 14 to 18, in which case it is really important that she was 14 and she won. So it depends on the rest of the story. But like whatever you think is most interesting, we'll really want the reader to keep reading, make the reader want to keep reading. That's what you want to put in there. Effie?
14-year-old Maria created a new 2-kilometer record and became champion in county swim meet. So I decided to put in most important, the most important news point into the lead and put it into a short sentence.
That's good. I like that lots of people are including the record setting because that's that's something that's usually going to make a story. Alexander?
Okay, 14-year-old Maria, a student at Greenland High School, won the country swim meet, passing her opening glory to won first place last year, and moreover, she must be setting country record for 2-kilometer race.
Cool. Great. I don't know who Sierra Dawn is, but
That's me. Greenland High School student Maria won the county swim meet just seconds ahead of last year's champion Gloria.
Young and successful girl from Greenland High School set the country record for 2-kilometers race and also won the country swim meet, leaving behind the last year's winner.
that's interesting because she put all the information in there, but there's also this emphasis on the who, young and successful girl from Greenland High School, which suggests that maybe the rest of the story will focus on maybe like being more of a profile of her, because it said she was top of her class and that kind of thing. Sounds good. And has anyone else posted since then? Yeah.
Maria's 14 years old, won 100 meters race. Her friend was really disappointed because Maria managed to pass her there. That is good.
And who's Lubanga?
That is a good start for the years to make it. Hopefully, Maria,
Sorry,
if Maria gets her result, she will make a strong start.
Great.
Maria or Maria from Greenland High School set a new country record. Maria or Maria from Greenland High School set a new country record for the 2-kilometer race. Winner of the country swim meet last year, Maria won second place.
Great.
Maria won the country swim meet. Maria very big name in my run. Become one.
I didn't hear the very end of the last sentence, but if you want to read it again.
Like Maria
So we'll move on to the rest of the story now. Who here reads the? I'm sure lots of you do, but reads the news, whether casually. Okay. And as far as when you read a news story, how much of the story do you usually read?
Probably the first 3 paragraphs.
First 3 paragraphs. Okay. What about you, Shelby? Obviously, it depends on the story, but
Yeah, probably about the same. Like if I'm just skimming news articles on BBC.
does anybody here who reads the news read all of every article that they read? You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Only if I'm interested in the
Well,
article.
yeah.
I don't.
You don't
only
cut
read
right. You
all
don't
of
cut
it.
yourself off. Yeah. So I mean, that's what I do generally. Is I'll check out an article. If the first sentence is boring, I'll usually stop, unless it's something that I think I really should know about, and then I'll read on. But I would say on average, I probably read about the first 3 paragraphs, and there are people, I guess, who read all the way through. And I know one person who claims to have read the New York Times cover to cover every day of the last 10 years. They don't really have covers, but whatever. So